You can never predict what will happen with you in the future, because RMC, a young lady, who was once a woman with goddess-like beauty, bestowed with a strange melodic song that can grant the wishes of the listener, is now dragging her weak body in the middle of the forest, just because she is forced by her callous father to starve for 4 days, and is searching for herbs to feed her hungry belly. And, as she starts to faint due to her weakness, she deeply reflects if she has not promised her dead mother to keep living, she would have died happily that day along with her mother. However, a man wearing a red goblin mask, whose name is Heon, suddenly appears in front of her. At sensing his presence, she giggles visibly, pondering that this is the same man with the beautiful eyes whom she met last week. Meanwhile, the man takes the herb from her hands, inquiring why she is eating these herbs, adding that it is a crime. The young lady to this gradually rustles up from the ground, responding that it is all she has eaten for the past 4 days. Heon, at observing her condition, confirms that she is almost drunk from eating the herb. Yet, when he attempts to touch her face, she flinches heavily, requesting him to leave this place immediately, as if he not, she will be beaten. Hearing to this, he gently rubs his hand on her cheek. Plus, by embracing her body against his chest, he states that no one will dare to harm her in his presence. Besides, by hugging her even tighter, he calls her my lady, questioning if she has a man whom she holds dear in her heart. At hearing this, she squeezes his shoulder, answering that she does not have a name nor does she have a man. Upon this, Heon asks what she thinks of a goblin then, and, in a firm voice, he inquires if she wishes to become his soulful bride. From here, the scene lands after some days, where Heon, unannounced, comes to meet the young lady's father. Moreover, the man, upon seeing the red goblin mask, swiftly bows in front of the Heon, and by trembling heavily, he discloses that Heon is the Devil King, with rumored that he drinks the blood of humans and feast upon their flesh, and on top of that, he is the crown prince's only brother. The man then terrifyingly inquires to himself, asking what the Devil King doing at his house. Nevertheless, Heon states that the man may be his father-in-law, but that does not make him happy at all. At noting Heon's words, the man perplexedly questions if his daughter is under his favor. To this, Heon affirms the man's words, commanding him to take him to his daughter. The man, at hearing this, flinches heavily and reflects on how does the Devil King knows that that disgusting thing is his daughter. Meanwhile, somewhere in the dark forest, where the young lady struggles to sleep in a complete wretched cabin, full of spider webs and dust. Plus, she envisions about Heon, who asked her to not go anywhere, promising that he will come right away to take her to the palace. However, she reminds herself that he is just a hallucination of her, and, with tears in her eyes, she conveys that even if it is her delusion, she wants to embrace Heon one more time. But in an instant, someone starts to knock on the cabin's door, which scared her to the point that she trembles heavily. Yet, it is Heon, who firmly calls her my lady, declaring that he comes to take her home. At hearing the word my lady, she rushes to open the door, reflecting that only the Heon calls her by that title. And, as she opens it, she finds him standing very close to her, at which she delivers an angelic smile, stating that Mr. Goblin actually comes for her. To this, Heon affirms her, replying that he has come to take her home. He then extends his hand, adding that since she is going to become his bride, it took him a while to prepare their lovely bedroom. But by drooping her head, she gloomily states that she cannot go anywhere as she is not allowed. Besides, she shakingly clenches her teared dress, reflecting that she cannot let Heon be scolded in the way she used to. Heon, at witnessing her silent demeanor, asks if he receives the permission, then will she come with him. Further, as he turns back, inquiring the man if he can take the goddess with him. The young lady gets terrified with eyes wide open at finding her callous father, due to which she attempts to run away, pondering that she will be punished again. However, Heon swiftly grabs her arm and prevents her from doing this. Moreover, he questions the man that is not it obvious for her daughter to come with him since they are getting married. To this, the man tremblingly responds that Heon can take that bitch wherever he wants. Heon, at hearing the man's abuse towards her, furiously yells, asking how dare the man can call his queen a bitch. Plus, by glancing in her direction, he questions if she does not wish to marry him, adding that she is the one who said that she would get married to him. Meanwhile, at hearing his statements, she starts to cry heavily, and, as she cleans her tears, she eventually rubs her hand against his mask, responding that she will be happy to be his bride. Dear viewers, apologies for the interruption. If you're genuinely enjoying the content on this channel, please consider hitting the subscribe icon with all notifications, since this little support of yours will help this creator continue delivering high-quality work to brighten your day. And take a moment at the end of the video to leave a comment, sharing your thoughts on the content. Your feedback means a lot. Now, let's not take up too much of your time and jump back into the story. From here, the scene transitions to the next day, where the young lady wakes up from her sleep while she was taking a bath. Heon observes this and questions if she feels healthy now, at which she abruptly asks who he is and where this place is. Upon this, Heon reminds her that this place is her new home and he is her fiancé, the Goblin. At listening to this declaration, she becomes confused, stating that she never had a fiancé. However, he interrupts her words, disclosing that she was hallucinating till now as she was consuming hallucinogens herb, which is illegal, and the places with these herbs must be burned. The word burned prompts the young lady to spring up from the tub, who discloses that her late mother's grave is in the field of that herb. Besides, with a stream of tears in her eyes, she pleads him to not burn the place where her mother is in, as her mother's soul will not rest in peace after this. Heon upon this, delivers a distressed look behind his mask, assuring her that he will not burn her mother's grave. He then very gently hugs the young lady, promising her that he will not let anyone in the world to burn his mother-in-law's grave. At sensing his warm body around her, the young lady starts to sniff even more, stating that she should not cry as she is ugly and it will be worse when she cries. Heon gets confused at hearing this, conveying that she has been misinformed as she is the most beautiful woman in the world. He further adds that whether she cries or smiles, no matter what she does, she is a beauty. To this, she suddenly slumps in the tub, wondering if he is not right in the mind, or if there is something wrong with his eyes, that he is calling a disgusting thing like her a beautiful lady. To clear her assumption, she abruptly questions if he really has bad eyesight by any chance. However, Heon presents a bowl of cooked rice in front of her, and, as he feeds her by himself, he answers that his eyesight has always been very good. The young lady at eating it glows with a heavy astonishment, stating that the rice is very delicious. Plus, she animatedly adds that it is her first time eating the rice with such flavor. She then gazes towards him, reflecting that he must have a lot of food like this. Meanwhile, Heon removes the goblin mask from his lower face and extends his lips near hers in an attempt to kiss her. But before she can understand his motive, he places a soft kiss on her delicate lips. Moreover, not wanting to stop, he mixes his saliva with her sweet ones, and, by retreating his lips away from her, he inquires if she will be disgusted by him kissing her without her permission. To this, she ponders if he will be disappointed if she says he did something wrong, adding that she does not want to make him sad, as he is a very kind person. The Heon then lifts the wet cloth to wipe her body, yet she stops him immediately, responding that she can wash on her own, at which he questions if his presence makes her uncomfortable. In response, she replies that she simply feels that he is not used to doing things like this. Heon, at listening to her words, hesitantly discloses that it is also his first time. Hearing the word first time, she wonders if he means that it is his first time seeing a woman's naked body. Plus, at noting his gentle touches upon her injured arm, she abruptly asks why he treats her so well, stating that should she sing him a song, as she has nothing to give him except that. However, he denies her statement, inquiring how about she let him kiss her like he did earlier. Her heartbeats increase suddenly at hearing his words, reflecting that she does not know why he wants to kiss, but if he wants it, she will let him to do it. And, as she allows him, he again leans his face towards her. But before he kisses her, a servant arrives outside, informing that Assistant Yoon wishes to see Han right away, due to which he moves away from her, stating that he will be right back. Yet, she tightly grabs his arm, asking him to wait for a bit. Heon, at observing this, inquires if she wants to come with him. Her face brightens at hearing his confirmation, responding that indeed she wants to tag along with him. To this, he takes off his cloak, and by swiftly covering her naked body with it, he reminds her that she cannot go like this. Besides, as he holds her whole body in his arms, she hesitantly states that she must be heavy, at which he conveys that she is excessively light. As we wrap up today's segment, thank you for being with us until the very end. I'll be sharing fresh videos of this manga and exciting new series every weekend. Your support is invaluable, so please subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated. Your encouragement keeps the channel thriving, and I appreciate it immensely. Until next time, take care and goodbye.